Hi guys, welcome. My name is Susana Macdonald. I go by Susi, and this is my business partner, Laura Torres, and together we are SusiMacdonald.com. Welcome to our first podcast. We are so incredibly excited that you're joining us here today. First of all, I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself so you know what my story is, where I come from, and then Laura is going to share her story, tell you where she comes from, and how we ended up together. And then we'll talk a little bit about real estate. I am originally from Colombia, and I have been living in Mexico for the last 11 years. I have been working the real estate market for that same amount of time, and I know it quite well by now. I specialize mainly in the Playa del Carmen, Tulum area, but I am also very familiar and have a lot of knowledge about Cancun, about Bacalar. So everything from the north to the south, I'm your girl. I am definitely able to help you with that. The reason why Susi Macdonald was born was because I wanted to offer something different, something that was more global, that encompassed more than just selling a property. Because it's a more complex process than that. It requires knowing the laws, knowing the process after you purchase the property. I mean, something as simple as putting the light bill to your name. You don't know how to do that. I do. We know people that can help. Laura was very friendly, and she was extremely somebody that had the same vision as I did. So as we started talking together, we started putting this little baby that Susi Macdonald is. And she's somebody that is very like-minded, likes to do the same. We like to do things the same way. And we're very excited about what we have to offer. So now I'm going to pass on the baton to Laura so she can tell you a little bit about herself.
Hola guys, thank you for watching us. My name is Laura Torres. I'm 100% Mexican. I'm very proud of it. I'm from Veracruz, and I've been living in this beautiful place, which is my home now, Playa del Carmen, for 16 years now. I'm very happy here, and I'm very happy also to found this beautiful woman and all her project, and very happy to join this project that we have together. So we have so many things to share with you, and we are very ready for you to come and meet us and show you all this place and all the good things it has.
Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. Well, you guys want to know about real estate, and we happen to know just a little bit about real estate. So let's talk about it. So Laura, I mean, what is super crazy here, and I'm sure that you've seen it, is sometimes that everybody is just not as informed about how real estate transaction works here, which is pretty crazy.
Yes.
Sometimes I see that there are people that, I mean, they don't even know how to read the deed to a property or what it entails to get into that process. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's why it's very important that the people get in touch with professional real estate agents as us, because we have been training for that, and we have all the knowledge and all the contacts, as you said before, so we can secure all the transaction is going to be safe for you. And it's the most important thing when you buy in another country, and it's in Mexico. Mexico has different laws and different ways to do things, but with our companion, we can do it the best of it.
Yeah, so sometimes I just feel like it's pretty crazy. It's important to have somebody that is bilingual. Y solo para que sepan, las dos hablamos español, eh? The reason that it's important is because we are in Mexico, and the fact that we're in Mexico, the mother language here, it's Spanish. So any kind of legal document is going to be in Spanish. That is going to be the valid version of what we have. And although everything is translated from Spanish to English, when the buyer is from the United States, from Canada, from different parts of the world, it's important to have always the contracts, the offers, everything that has to do both in English and in Spanish, so that the buyer can read, can understand everything that is being said, but also know that the Spanish version is the one that is going to be legally accepted here.
Exactly. And most of the people that we work with speak the language, so they are bilingual, so this is a very good advantage for you to be, just to feel safe, because we know it's very important that the people feel that way.
Exactly. And I mean, and for example, like all the permits that you get from the municipality, obviously you guys are not going to get them. The attorneys, everybody that is working on your behalf is going to be getting everything that is necessary in order to have a safe purchase. But all of those are in Spanish. All the offices where the government workers are, everybody speaks Spanish. It's not going to be in English. So having people that exclusively only speak English and they don't really understand what the process is, I mean, it's probably going to make it a little more difficult. I'm not saying that it's impossible for somebody that doesn't speak Spanish to do it, obviously, but it is going to be a challenge. And maybe the little bit of what you're risking there is the fact that whenever you're being delivered documentations, they're not going to be able to read them for you.
That's why we are here.
Exactly. That's why we're here. So what are other things that are important? Being friendly. We are super friendly. We're very, very nice ladies.
And also we know people. We know the place.
Yes.
We know the place very well, as we have been living here for more than 10 years. And things are changing so fast now. There are so many constructions around town, but we are very updated in the new things, in the new restaurants, in the new places to go, and the new activities to do here. It's a beautiful place, honestly. It's a very good option for purchasing a new home.
I mean, as you see, we both really like it here. Again, let's talk about builders, because that is huge. Yeah, there's so many of them that are here now.
There are so many, but there are a few.
Exactly.
They are very trusted.
Yes, that are trustworthy, that are reputable, and also more importantly, that they know how to build here. This is paradise, let's face it. It is fantastic to be here. However, the climate does present its challenges.
Yes.
There's a lot of sun, there's a lot of sea, there's a lot of humidity, there's a lot of salt. So all of these components, if a builder doesn't know exactly how to do things right, can be challenging, because it's going to, on the longevity of the building. I don't know how you would say that. I mean, it's going to compromise the longevity of the building. And it's also, if a hurricane hits and they don't know how to do things the right way, then, I mean, the damage is going to be there.
Exactly. And what it happened, many people from another states in the country, or even from another developers from another countries, come here and they try to do the same as they do, what they did in the other areas. And that's very challenging, because, as you say, the weather has also can affect the building.
The quality of a build.
If they don't know, it could be like sometimes the ceiling just fall out or something like that. So that's why we are, with the knowledge we have, so we can see which developer is the best convenient for our customers.
Yeah, I think it's important to point out that Laura and I are buyer's agents. So anybody that comes to us, we can represent. And the fact that we're buyer's agents, we have relationships with all the development companies, with all the real estate companies. And although there is a lot of offerings out there, like really the community is actually quite small. And the fact that it's not that big, I mean, we know exactly what is going on. We also know who is new, who's established. And that definitely influences both on what we're going to show a client.
Exactly. We do a little research also to investigate about these developers, because we know it's very important, the background they have.
Oh, for sure.
And of course, the building we are offering to them. Yes.
I mean, and the reason that we take this so serious is because, I mean, you guys are trusting us with giving you the best options for a build, for an investment, for so many things, because we're the ones that are here that are in the know, and you're going to listen to whatever we have to say, and taking that responsibility and being serious about it is what makes us think about it's like, okay, what are we going to show our people? Because they need to be very, very happy, and they need to be able to be like, you know what, these girls are so great that I'm going to send all my friends and all my family to go buy with them.
Yes, you have to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are other things? Investment, that's a big one that we get, for sure. So, this is an area that obviously is growing. And it has been growing over the last, I don't know, since, I mean, Cancun is what, 40 years old?
50 years.
50 years old. So it's been growing for 50 years. And it's still just like this great tourist destination.
Yes.
I mean, I was reading an article on the BBC, and you said you saw it on the New York Times, right?
Yes.
So it was saying that out of the top tourist destinations around the world, Mexico is number one for expats.
Yes.
So that's pretty crazy. I mean, that just shows you the number of people that are coming into this area to relocate, to invest, to vacation. I mean, the model can be as free as you want it to be, or as limited, depending on what you want.
Exactly. Also, Mexico offers so many good things, you know, that's why we are in the number one, as the gastronomy, the archaeological zones, or the cenotes, or different attractions that make it the number one destination for expats.
I mean, you know, and one thing, like whenever I first moved here, it was like, oh my gosh, I love the ocean, I love the sea, and I very much 1000% absolutely do. But one thing that has completely blown me away on its beauty is the jungle. The jungles here are amazing. The cenotes, the unique tiny little spots that you find. And now there's some like really cool projects out there too.
Yes.
That, I mean, it blows me away. And every time that I go do like tourist expeditions or things in cenotes and jungles, I'm just constantly reminded of, I mean, how fortunate we are to be where we are.
Very lucky.
Yeah, no, it's just that really amazing place. So with all of those different options and with the number of people coming here, I mean, you found a lot of investment opportunities. It's just, I guess what is important is whenever like you guys are looking is really to have clear in your mind what it is that you're looking for and that you want, and be able to diversify in order to be able to do, I mean, if you're doing different purchases, I mean, buying in different places, right?
Very good.
So, what are other things that people are always looking at over here? Maybe the getting around, right?
Exactly. The distances, and also where we live in Playa del Carmen, that's a very good advantage because we can go from here to different other tourist destinations very fast. I mean, we say we are living on vacations long term.
Yes, no, it's true. I mean, and we definitely are. One thing that I love about Playa is that it sits pretty much like in the middle between Cancun and Tulum. Even the state of Quintana Roo, which is the state where we're located, it's very easy to be able to go to the other states around the peninsula. There are tours that you can do. I mean, you can rent a car. I mean, coming soon, and well, let's see, you know, I don't like to just officially declare it, but we are seeing the construction, so it's definitely happening. It's the Mayan train.
Exactly.
It's a big endeavor, the Mayan train, because, I mean, what are we looking at? We're looking at I don't know if it's a bullet train, but it is definitely like one of those fast speed trains that is going to be connecting the 5 states of the Yucatan Peninsula. So you'll be able to go in a train, say from Cancun or whatever, and it can take you all the way down to Tulum, and then from there you could go into the Yucatan. From the Yucatan you can go into Campeche. You can go to the ruins of Calakmul, which we are gonna have to go. Those are amazing. And then we can do also Chiapas, which is beautiful. and you can go into Tabasco. So, I mean, when you think about it in those terms, I mean, it's going to open up that whole area even more, opening more destinations, more ways to get around.
It's going to be easy, very easy to move from one place to another, no? Like in Europe.
Exactly.
You take a train and you just go from one country to another.
Yeah.
So that's good too.
I mean, this is definitely a good thing on what is being created, and I am like super excited.
Yes.
Trust me that whenever they're having like the ribbon cutting ceremony, Laura and I are going to be there, you know, taking pictures and going like, hey, here we are. Because it's something that is making this area grow even more.
Yes.
And it's going to make the accessibility and to be able to discover all the little treasures that are all around this really amazing country. Because Laura, yeah, your country is absolutely beautiful. The Mexican culture is so rich.
Yes.
And
we have so many things.
Oh, so passionate.
Yes.
And that's one thing that I absolutely love about here. Mexicans are like super proud about being Mexicans.
Yes.
And they're proud about, and you're proud about your food.
Yes.
And you're proud about your tortillas and the music and just, I mean, it's just, you don't know, I am like, I have Mexico in my heart.
Also the bread is good too.
The bread is good too, yes, I'm not saying it's not, no, everything is delicious. But that is why whenever like you guys come visit and you come and discover this area, that is a big reason why we also want this process to go smooth for you. Because we want you to not only fall in love, because you probably have already fallen in love, but staying in love with Mexico. If we can be part of that by helping you make the transaction on purchasing a home here where you're either going to visit for vacations or if you're going to relocate, we want to be able to make that a smooth transition, a smooth reality for you, and make sure that it's a safe purchase.
Yes, that's our main goal, you know, like make it safe for everybody and just enjoy your new home in paradise.
Actually, something that would be like super great that you guys could completely help us with. What are things that you want to know about?
Exactly.
It would be great if you could just like, I mean, as you're following us on YouTube, leave us some comment, things that you want us to talk about. I mean, you know, because we can bring attorneys, we can bring people from bank, accountants.
Yes.
I mean, there's like, I mean, the world, I mean, just the options are endless. It's how, whatever you want us to talk about. And it's going to be really helpful as we're putting this little podcast together to have information that is going to be of value to you. So let us know.
Exactly. And it's very important that you follow us on our social media, which are very active and with very updated content and very trending content.
Yes.
So we like to share with you and also to interact with you and chat there, no?
Yeah, I mean, part of our job is to also like go visit all these developers that are in the area so that they can present us their projects. And believe me, we beat them up with questions. Sometimes they're probably a little bit sorry that we came because I mean, just we ask all kinds of questions. But I mean, it's important. It's part of the job. It's part of what we need to do in our due diligence before we come and bring you some of the amazing projects that are in this area. So if you want to visit our page, it is www.susimacdonald.com. My email address is info@susimacdonald.com.
And mine is laura@susimacdonald.com.
Thank you guys so much for your time. I hope that you are enjoying this content. I hope that you will keep joining us in our home and that you will come visit us soon. Have a great, great day.
Yes, stay tuned. Namaste.
Bye. Namaste, you guys.